Hey everyone, I'm Evangeline right here at etrailer. Today we have the Fogatti InstaShower Go Pro. This is going to be a portable water heater, something that you might consider if you're into van life, car camping, a little bit of overlanding, you're on a hike, or you're going for a trip to the beach. With this being small, compact, but very efficient on fuel and energy, this is something that you may consider using if you need to wash your dishes, maybe you need to take a shower, or maybe you have your pets and you want to spray them off, or you have bikes covered in mud. This is going to be a quick and easy solution for you. Now there's a lot to it, so I'm going to break it up into 3 parts. How portable is it? How useful is it? And how does it compare to other options for you? Let's go. You're going to have 2 types of plugs. One that can go into your normal 120 AC outlets, and the other is going to be for your 12-volt applications. You're going to have 2 types of sprayers. So one is going to be your regular shower sprayer, but you'll also have a pet sprayer where you can brush your pet's fur using the soft bristles. And then finally, for your fuel input, you have 2 types of hoses. You have a larger fitting for your camper's tanks, and then you have your built-in fitting, and this is the one that matches most of your typical 1-pound propane tanks. Last but not least, you have the pump assembly. And this is pretty interesting. There's a good amount to this. This is going to be a hose with a power wire, so it's all combined. And this is what you drop into your water tank. I brought out a typical 7-gallon tank because I know that's what most people will be using with this. We can also use this with just a bucket or a large rain barrel or pretty much any source of water. The important thing is you just need to get the end of that assembly submerged. With it submerged, this will then do the rest of the work. So at the very end, you have this screen, which will work as a filter so that just water comes up through the pump here, and then the pump will bring the water up through the hose. That then all leads into the ports of our InstaShower Go Pro. You can see here that our pump assembly is color-coded blue for both the hose and the power wire. I love how everything here is color-coded because you want to make sure that it's intuitive so that you know you're doing things the right way every time. And not only is it intuitive, but you do have some safety features built in. One of them is that all your hoses are going to have these quick connect ends. That way, even if you're lining up the right hose with the right port, sometimes you might be like me and forget to drain the tanks or drain the hoses. By just pushing your hose in, it instantly connects, and now you have minimal spillage or leakage. So even though something says it's portable, you also have to consider that you're not only thinking about transporting and storing the water heater, but you're also doing the same for your water source as well as all your plugs and hoses. From the heater to your water source with this pump assembly, you have 6.5 feet of hose. And then from the heater to your shower head, you have about 10 feet of hose. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But for the dimensions of the heater, this is going to be 18 inches long, 6.5 inches wide, and 13.5 inches tall. And this is going to be 27.9 pounds, and you will have 2 easy-to-use handles in the corners of your heater. This makes it very portable in terms of being able to carry it around the campsite or tuck it away into your vehicle or little camper. So let's move on to how useful is it? Well, we've been out here in the etrailer parking lot for a couple hours now, and we were just playing around with the water heater, trying it out, testing different things. Now, every single person that has walked by has stopped and said, "Ooh, what is that? How do you use it?" So I'll show you what I showed them. I've had them grab the blue hose and plug it into the water inlet port, and then plug in the blue wire and then go over to the red port and plug in the red hose. Then drop the water pump into the tank, press this power button, press this water pump button, and then grab the shower head. That was a close look at the buttons. We're gonna do that again, but this time I'm gonna have my stopwatch going and we're gonna do it all in one shot so you can see how fast it will actually take. So, I'm gonna press the power button again. We are gonna press the water pump. I'm gonna start my stopwatch, listening to the heater. I can hear the pump turn on. And just like that, the shower head is going. Now that the water is flowing, I heard the water heater turn on. You can hear a little tick, tick, tick sound like a oven range. And now we can adjust our flow and adjust the head of the spray. So you have your full spray. You can use half of it, or you can have a more direct spray if you want a further reach. It's only been 45 seconds and the water is already pretty warm. And this is just at minimum. And that's 108 degrees. So we are set to minimum heat. So we can also turn our heat up with this knob. We can have it turn on the boost. And remember, this will only really kick into effect or best work when you have the water going. So if there's a water flow, you'll be able to see that change, and you'll also be able to see the different icons. So on top, you'll show that the shower head is on. In the middle, you'll see that our fire is on, and then that bottom icon is gonna be our water pump. You'll hear our water heater beeping, and this is just the first of one of its many safety features. The water is really hot right now. Like, I would not be comfortable touching it. But as the beeping started, it threw off a code, and now that water temperature is going down. You have plenty of other safety features. One example is gonna be the anti-tilt feature, where if your heater falls over, it will shut off the water valve and display an error code. You also have other safety features like open solenoid valve or dry burning protection or false flame protection. All these things that will shut off different parts of your heater to protect you. And to clear them out, it's simply a matter of pressing the power button and restarting the system. The charge of the water heater can run up to 80 minutes before it will need recharging. We got it at 0%, and it only took about an hour and a half plugged into the wall to go up to 100%. And with that, depending on your fuel, you'll also have a different run time. So with this 1 pound propane tank, this can run for about an hour to 2 hours on the high flow setting, or 4 to 6 hours on the lowest setting. Now this will start heating up your water in about 10 seconds. For me, it was about 30 seconds for everything to be running, heating up, and then flowing, but 30 seconds is super fast for a shower startup. The shower head has 2 different attachment options. So you can either use the small metal hook to attach it to either the hook on your shower tent or around your camper or on a tree, or you can use the magnetic attachment to secure it to any metal surface. So instead of the small hook, this can go onto the attachment. I prefer this when possible because it also has a pivot to it, so you can adjust the angle of your spray. Now the pet sprayer was a great concept because with those soft bristles and the spot for the water to come out and the ability to adjust our flow, plus you have a little buckle on the hand to make it easier to attach to and keep on your hand. That way when you brush your pets, they're not spraying them down with a shower head. However, the different components on the pet sprayer were very easy for me to break. For example, when I turn on the water heater, turn on the pump, I did have a little bit of a leak on the hose. Looking inside, I definitely broke off a little bit of that plastic, creating that leak. So after the demonstration of that shower head, everyone around here has been pretty impressed. They really like it, especially compared to their other options available to them. So let's talk about that. What are the other options available for you when you're out and about and you need to wash your dishes, take a shower, or clean off your bikes? Well, you can go the super easy route and just take a cold shower. You could use a solar shower, which is usually a bag sitting out in the sun, using the sun's rays to heat it up, and that's what you attach to either a water pump, or you just use, some of them have their own shower head spray, and then you can use that to take your shower. Those are gonna be the more affordable options compared to your InstaShower Go Pro. However, those will take up more time, are less reliable when it comes to the actual heat and temperature that they will go up to. Or you could go the more pricey route, which is when you do have a larger camper, you can get a tankless water heater. Fogatti makes those as well. You can get something that hooks up to the water tank of your camper. But obviously, that's not the market that the InstaShower Go Pro is targeted for. For those that have teardrop campers, they have their van, they have their overlanding setup, they don't have a large tank, instead they have some 7-gallon water jugs, this is gonna work great. It's very easy to cart around, it's very easy to plug in and charge up. As long as you have enough propane, then you should be set. So hopefully this video helped explain the features of the water heater, as well as all the other things you may need to consider, prepare, or find. A lot of those things are available right here at eTrailer. If you are looking for those other options, we have solar showers, we have large tankless water heaters, and we have the InstaShower Go Pro by Fogatti. My name is Evangeline. If you have any questions or want any more information, check us out here at eTrailer, send me a message or call us up. But today, what you saw was the Fogatti InstaShower Go Pro water heater at etrailer.com.